This is Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment. Ukamva sasi chonjikulira ndekuti umaziwa kuti nkhani za msanguluso zabwera. Tikuwuzeni kuti kunali chani nkhani za msanguluso komanso kukhalenso chani nkhani za msanguluso. And you're with me, Sam Banda Jr. In this edition, we look back at a short film which has done well, coming out top in the Focus on Ability Film Festival on the international platform, and the title is Under Heavy Rock, a film which delves into a story of veteran visual artist Chrisford Chaila, who paints using a mouth. We look at that movie, and again we also talk about an amazing young boy by the name of Yohane Billiat, all the way from Blantyre. He's doing quite amazing things. There is talent in Malawi. We'll get to see that talent, and also we talk to him on how he started and discovered this talent. We also look at Kajive's second elimination show coming up on Saturday at Times Entertainment Studios in Blantyre. Physics is set to spice up the event. Last weekend we had 10 groups participating in the first elimination show, and 5 groups are going to go out this Saturday, while 10 groups are going to perform this Saturday. We look at that and also go back and see what happened during the first elimination stage. All you can do is stay right there as I bring you more in Infotainment, a basket full of arts and entertainment. Now, we begin our program with news that the Kajive Dance Competition Season 4 is heading into the elimination stage, and this time around we are in the second elimination show. Last weekend we had the first elimination show, and now we are coming up with the second elimination show where 10 groups are set to perform, and Physics, a musician who has done well, and just recently he got 7 nominations in the Malawi Hip Hop Awards, is set to perform. In the first elimination show, the artist who performed was Eli Njuchi, and now we have Physics. But as I said, 10 groups are set to battle it out in the second elimination show, and then we are also going to have 5 groups going out, those who performed in the first elimination show. Some of the groups participating in the second elimination show are Fearless Dance Crew, Nomics, as well as 99 Mafil. But then there are lots and lots of groups to perform. As I said, 10 groups are set to perform. At the end of it all, 15 groups are going to be evicted, and then we'll remain with 15 groups which are going to go to the next stage. The winner in the Kajive Season 4 is set to walk away with 1 million kwacha, on second position 400,000 kwacha, and on third 150,000 kwacha. We look back at what happened at the elimination show for the first event, and this is how it was when the groups were battling it out during the first elimination show. That's how it was during the first elimination show at Times Entertainment Studios in Blantyre last weekend, and we're looking forward to the second elimination show this Saturday that's at the same venue in Blantyre. We hope everything will be fine. Looking forward to that. Ndimanena kuti ku Blantyre kuli mnyamata waluso kwambiri. Mwina poyambirira tinene kuti kumalawi kuno luso nlambiri. Luso losiyana-siyana, vena amachita ndakatulo, vena iyayi kupinda miyendo, vena kaya amatani. Luso losiyana-siyana limene chauta adatipasa. Wina aliyense amakhala ndi luso ndithu lina lake. Vena amatuluka poyera nkulionesa luso lija, ena iyayi amalikhalira ndithu. Pali mnyamata ku Blantyre amene ndithu akuoneka kuti zake zochita bwino, ali ndi luso ndithu loti iyayi, luso lozama kwa basi. Amatha kulira ngati mphaka, amatha kulira ngati mbalame, amatha kulira ngati chigayo. Mnyamata waluso kwambiri Yohane Biriat akukhala mu mzinda wa Blantyre. Nde ife tinati luso limeneli bwanji tilibwerese pa Infotainment, vanthu aone kuti kodi mnyamatayo amatani, kodi adaphunzira kuti luso limeneli. Nde tinakumana naye Yohane Biriat akuti lusoli iyayi iyeyo sadapite ku sukulu, koma ndi luso ndithu lobadwa nalo, chauta adampasa kuti inu luso lanu ndili. Nde iyeyo amagwiritsa ntchito luso limeneli kuthandizira pa khomo, kuthandizira abambo ache amene ndithu ali ndi ulumali. Abambo ache ndithu sali ndi kuthekera, nde iyeyo amati akachita luso limenelo limampezera ndalama, mwina pa siku kupeza 2500 nkuthandizira pa khomo. Moti afuna kuti atapitirira ndi luso limeneli. Tinakumana naye mnyamata amene Yohane Biriat, tione kuti luso lache ndilotani.
Zinanga ndi Yohane Biriat, ndimakhala ku Mmango, ndine zaka 15. Mmango kuna ncholi kwa Manazi, manyo 6. Akuzira kwa munthu kusana ndipasa munthu zithandiza kwa mbwana. Inamba donazo. Lolumala amenda pa uche, samaye. Lolumala amenda njinga wala sana manja ichi. Tika muna namuna. Limbi, kumpemba. Kumbayani kundilandi. Wasiku na wabanga 25. Kuzandipeza kuna ncholi. Mmango. Ngovuza wa service debate. Yohane Biriat amakhala kuti ucholira zinthu. Niwa wabanga luso lila zinthu. Mbala generator, njinga moto yalifo ikamakwera ntunda, mwana gano mwana mpaka mbala miyama mawa, yagalo wankulu gano moto katimira, yakunda njoka ya mazi mene maendera, mwana piye mwana kamaita na mayake, chigawo cha Nteza mbira, galo wachisunga zizi, munthu muzi kumangula ngati anthu awiri, vimba nyumba hapa kama mavya ngati wailesi, kwamba mwana piye. Zambala. Generator. Mwana wa gari. Njinga moto yalifu ikamakwera ntunda. Mwana mpaka. Mbala miyama mawa. Galo moto katimira. Galo wajizungu. Galo wajikuda. Mwana wankunda. Njoka ya mazi mini maendela. Chigawo cha Nteza. Mwana kamaita na mayake. Kazizi. Bila. anali khwelo abajumbo ambulance yomaliza munthu umodzi kumayankhula ngati anthu awiri ndichoncho kuimba nyimbo apo kama mavera ngati wireless kabuyawawa ndikumva kuwawa ndichoncho
mnyamata ameneyo luso lozama kwa basi Yohane Biriati. Remember, you're watching Infotainment, a basket for us and entertainment, and my name is Sam Banda Jr. Now let's read this extract. One afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Potani took their son Mada to the city center park, which was not far from their house in Area 10. The park was filled with children of all races running around and playing. Some children were hanging on the merry-go-round. Mr. Potani asked one of the boys on the merry-go-round to let Mada play with them. The boy stopped the merry-go-round and made a space for Mada to sit next to him. That's an extract from a book titled Mada and His Two Friends. It's a book by Nixon Mateula. He has written a number of books. I think I remember we also had him featured in Infotainment. He had a novel, a new novel, but now he has decided to target children. In most cases, when writers write their stories, they overlook children. He decided to come out and say, let me write something for the children. And thus comes the book, Mada and His Two Friends. We met Nixon and wanted to hear more why he decided to target children. And this is what he said.
One day, Mada was kicking a ball against the wall. He was all alone in the yard. By mistake, he kicked the ball too high and it went over the wall. It landed on the road and Mada heard it bouncing away. Within a minute, the ball was thrown back into the yard. Mada wondered who had thrown it back to him. He looked through a small opening in the gate. He saw two boys around his own age, 7 or 8 years old, he guessed, standing about a meter away from his gate. I take the children, I've just seen that the children are not, our children are not reading books. So it's, I just want to promote reading in children. So I just thought maybe start with the children so that they can start reading the books and grow the reading culture. Because our reading culture is down in this country. People are not reading books, children are not reading, they're spraying around. You know, that's I want to instill in culture of reading them so that they can do well in schools. It helps when they're reading in schools. Also, it will help them to read their schoolwork and do well at school. Because writing children books it looks like simple, but it's a bit tough. But I learned some lessons from one of the children's books writer in Uganda, Oscaranzo, from his writings when I was at a workshop. So I learned a few things from him, and lucky enough I had already a manuscript for the children, so I just polished it up. Then I came up with this Mada and His Two Friends. The copy is available at our reading bookshops in Malawi, at Central Bookshop at Chichiri, and they will be available in Longwadi Grey Matter Bookshop, and they can buy also from me around. They can get it from me myself. I've got a few copies with me. But the book, yeah, it's quite difficult to publish a book. They're quite a bit expensive. You know, publish books, you need to do typesetting, printing, book cover, and you have to pay for printing as well, so it's quite a bit expensive. But I manage it because I have a few friends who are into ITs, they give this book cover for me, typesetting for free for me. And printing just costs me some other friends, and they made a source of money, then it helped me a little bit because of my writing. When they saw the manuscript, they were happy with it, some of their money, and they helped me with publishing. My plans from now is to write more of children books from different ages, from 5, just from 5 ages to 10, and from 10, and I'd like to write a young adult novel as well, so that they have started reading from a young age, and they have to carry on until they read my novels, that other novels. Key message is this talks about love, about those who come from privileged and disadvantaged. That they should have to interact. There are certain things that they are disadvantaged. A child who is a disadvantage, who is maybe talented, but his talent is exposed. Whilst the advantage that they use maybe technology, to get maybe like a toy, they will need them to buy the toys. While maybe the disadvantage, he makes his own toys. It's some sort of interaction between the haves and the have-not. That is the fire that we have these days, inequality, something like that. So it talks about love of children, regardless of where they come from. They have to be children. They have to enjoy themselves. They are all the same children. That's what it's about, love in this book. The comments are it's what I want to see is just to let us our parents, encourage our children to read. That's what I've seen, that we are not reading enough. If our parents were not reading ourselves, we also have to read the books so that our children, they look up to us. Our parents are reading. Why can't I read? So that culture of reading, it will be. It will be there if we start ourselves encouraging our kids to read the books.
Yeah, that's Nixon Mateula there telling us more about the book, a book targeting children, and that's titled Mother and His Two Friends. Looking forward to more coming from writers. We have to target children. These days, the reading culture has gone down, and again, people are not taking much interest into getting the knowledge to say, let's read books. So that's part of encouraging children to continue reading. Remember, you're watching Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment, and my name is Sam Banda Jr. Now, continuing with our program, musicians, organizers, volunteers exchange program spearheaded by Music Crossroads Malawi continues to make the best in terms of training young artists out there. This is an exchange program that sees young artists going to countries like Norway, Mozambique, as well as Brazil, where they do reign a lot to do with music management, music marketing, as well as other areas of creative projects. So when they come back home, they do a lot of initiatives as well as teaching others on how they can grow their music. So we caught up with Music Crossroads Malawi director, that's Matthew Zimfune, to tell us more about the project. And again, they are coming out with what they are calling it Movie Alumni Weekend, which is coming up on November 20 and 21 at Chingarire Rural Growth Center, that's in Lilongwe, where they will do a number of initiatives. So we caught up with Matthew Zimfune to tell us more about Movie Exchange Program.
Has been running an international exchange program for young musicians. We call this the MOVE project, which is basically musicians and volunteer organizers project. So we deal with we recruit young people from Malawi that we send to Mozambique, Brazil, and Norway on a year exchange program. Whilst there, they also share their music with the people in the host countries. And now we have been running this program for about 7 years. Each round, after 10 months or 12 months, they come back and they continue to work with the various other institutions and fellow young musicians, sharing them their experiences that they got whilst they were abroad. Now, these 7 rounds have brought together about 32 young musicians who have been in this program, but they haven't been working together because when the others come, the others go, and they haven't been able to meet. Now, Music Crossroads has thought it wise that now it's time that we bring them together as a group that has got vast experience in music performances, in music business, and also in music education. And so they should come together, share the experience, and see how best they can become a resource to Music Crossroads in shaping the exchange program for the future volunteers that will be participating. We believe that they are an important resource to the nation because of the experiences they have. So if they can come together, they can actually create and establish initiatives that will benefit fellow musicians in Malawi. But also Music Crossroads takes their experience as very important in the growth of the music sector, because their ideas are going to shape our activities. So we would like to create a movement, an association of the MOVE alumni. And this will be very important so that they can become semi-autonomous in trying to run musical activities that they aspire Malawi should have had all this while. So this is an exciting moment for us to bring all these young people together and contribute towards the running of the Music Crossroads programs. This is going to be a weekend full of activities, and 21 and 22 of November. So on 21st, this will be like an in-house program where they are meeting and discussing and creating a leadership structure for the alumni. And then on the next day, it will be full of activities outside into the rural area of Chingalire.
Yeah, that's that about movie exchange program spearheaded by Music Crossroads Malawi. Now to other news. Association of Teaching of English in Malawi, ATEM drama finals have been cancelled. And again, musician, a well-known rapper by the name of Third Eye, has announced that he has retired from music. I don't know how true that would be, but he says he has retired from music and he will never do music again. And in other news as well, Malawi Jazz Session is taking place at Dugos in Blantyre, spearheaded by Code Sangala and his The Tribe Band. Soja Lucius Banda and his Zembani Band will be performing at M1 Center Point in Lilongwe. That's on Saturday. And again, we look at the cultural workshop spearheaded by Vincent Maluwa, starting this weekend. That's in Lilongwe, and it will go all the way to Mzuzu as well as in Blantyre. And just to finalize everything, we have the Mavume Amlakatuli show happening at Chifundo Hall in Indirande. On that note, we've come to the very end of Infotainment, a basket full of arts and entertainment. I hope you've enjoyed a selection of stories that I brought unto you. But before I go, I'll leave you with a movie that came out first in the Focus on Ability Film Festival on the international platform. That's Under Heavy Rock by Martin Mkatnavire. I'm out of there. My name is Sam Banda Jr. Ciao.
Kuloyeka. Batadi mene.
Mango.
Nakuletsa mene kusizoloka simakafuna kujani. Ya mene no branch yo mene ko yo mene kuna kuti yo sizoloka swap.
Asaba ndo mavras bwana.
Mene babizika mazini muziki azibala kwa school fees imajukira kumene kwamba. Ndio mbele tsazangeso yayo.
Akanipa sani marena wesatu mukena nchiro.
Yeah, zimene zozo sindima lo kwa zote zimene zakana zozifuna bwero ukasandipatsa khadi yayo.
In the words of Martina Navratilova, disability is a matter of perception. It's an art. If you can do just one thing well, you are needed by someone. And before you know it, the world will be chasing after you.
Yes, Marta. Have you seen the new painting?
I've sent it to your email account.
No, I'm in the garden. Well, you better check it out. My boss saw these paintings.
And now he exceptionally wants to buy from the holiday rate.
Come on. Is it the new Mona Lisa?
Which does matter with the Last Supper?
This should be the new Republic.
Wow, I can't believe that. I will find out.
Rumor trending is that the guy is in the wrong.
My boss told me that he gave business card to 7 people, but who knows?
Knows the boy might not.